Hi guys and gals, it's John
and Emily
from AFK Books and Records in beautiful Virginia Beach, Virginia. And we're here to show you the amazing vinyl that is releasing Friday this week. And we got some really cool stuff, and we also have a bunch of cool stuff on the way. We've got a big truck coming down from the north, a big truck coming from Nashville. All that's going to show up tomorrow, hopefully, so we're going to let you know what that is. First off, this one, our biggest release for tomorrow as far as quantity, and I'm sure the quality is also up to par. Here we go. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Yes! Billie's second album is finally here. She cited self-reflection as the biggest muse behind the record, with lyrical themes including emotional abuse, power struggles, and mistrust, among others. She revealed before its release that almost none of the songs on this album are joyful. And that oddly,
that's kind of her brand, isn't it?
It's branded. Like, it makes us happy.
It sounds joyful, but it's actually
not joyful, which is wrong. Anyway, we have a 2LP limited edition deep brown colored version plus a standard version on recycled vinyl. We also have a CD or a cassette all rolling in tomorrow. If you pre-ordered, we've also already got you down for the super styling scarf right there that says, kind of hard to see, but it says Happier Than Ever on
somewhere.
it.
There it is.
Sadly, those are all gone to the many pre-ordered customers we have, but there's still room to pre-order either of the vinyl versions if you would like one of those. Next up,
what we're listening to, the new Duran Jones and the Indication, Private Space. This is their third album and finds them blending their signature sound with synthy modern soul and disco beats in a way that is simultaneously fresh and timeless. I've already listened to it like 10 times. We got the promo CD. It was on repeat. Oh, sorry, I can hide you dancing.
Oh no, you're supposed to hide me.
It's so great. The whole album. Oh my lord. Anyway, yeah, it's limited edition on Red Nebula vinyl.
It's just crushed. I just crushed the Modest Mouse. I stepped on the Modest Mouse.
How dare you.
It's so horrible, but I'm gonna put it back now. He's just coming to clean it up. Let's keep going, shall we?
Go for it.
All right, we got a bazooka for you right here, locked and loaded. We'll show you what's in this bazooka at the end of this. You can actually work on what's in the bazooka while I'm showing this off. Next up, here it is, arriving tomorrow, or hopefully, Aretha Franklin, Aretha. To say that Aretha Franklin was one of the greatest American artists of all time is an understatement. Her multi-octave voice moved millions around the world during an unrivaled career that spanned 6 decades and garnered the singer-songwriter every achievement and honor imaginable. To call this 2LP just another greatest hits would also be an understatement, as it includes 4 previously unreleased tracks: Call Me, alternate version, Until You Come Back to Me, work tape, You Light Up My Life, and You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, live, which was originally broadcast on the 38th Annual Kennedy Center Honors on 12/19/15. To sweeten the pot further, we have an amazing frameable litho of the cover art while supplies last. Look at what's in there. Just gaze at that.
It's so beautiful.
That's so fantastic. That's worth the price of admission right there.
It really is.
And that's limited, so if you want one of those, call us and pre-order that record, and we'll set it aside for you. Next up,
Bleachers! Take the sadness out of Saturday night. Their third and latest effort, headed up by the, as we now refer to him at all times, suspiciously consistent and very busy Jack Antonoff, includes the single Stop Making This Hurt, as well as Chinatown, which features the boss himself. Very cool 80s vibes on this one. We have limited edition indie exclusive cover, which is foil embossed.
all right, let's take a look at this one. Prince, Welcome to America. So stoked. Yes, Fresh Prince, and not that Fresh Prince, even though that Fresh Prince is also great. Fresh Prince, the real Prince, not that the other Prince is. Anyway, the New York Times says Prince made Welcome to America in 2010, and it speaks to 2021. A full album has emerged from Prince's vault that balances hard insights with visceral joys. We have a swank 2LP and CD version of the album with a never-before-released Blu-ray of Prince's full April 28, 2011 performance at the Forum in LA. And listen to these bands he covers in this concert. Bob Dylan, Janet Jackson, Graham Central Station, The Time, Sheila E., Lakeside, Kool and the Gang, and closes the night with one of my favorite songs of all time, which you wouldn't expect Prince doing, Roxy Music's More Than This. So cool. What? Exactly, so cool. So we'll have the deluxe version and more of these 2LP versions available tomorrow. If you want one set aside, let us know.
All right, next up, another one that I am super excited for. It is Yola, Stand For Myself, Her sophomore album, produced by Dan Auerbach, who is also super consistent and busy, marks an idiosyncratic sonic shift, a sophisticated and diverse mix of symphonic soul and classic pop. Her inimitable vocals share nuanced stories of allyship, black feminine strength through vulnerability, collective awakening, and loving connection. Indie exclusive neon pink vinyl, and also indie transparent clear cassette.
Super cool. Next up, Los Lobos, The Wolf, Native Sons. For their 17th studio album, the East Los Angeles rock band set out to showcase their influences with their own take on the songs from some of the city's greatest songwriters, such as Buffalo Springfield, War, Jackson Browne, the Beach Boys, and more. The title track is the only original composition included on the record. We have this super cool indie exclusive 2 LP pressed to Coke bottle green with an etching on side 4, and we also have this cool CD. Nice.
Next up, Panic at the Disco, Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I don't know why I sang it like that. It's not their
Taking
sound.
you back a few years.
It really is.
When she was 12.
Oh my gosh, I was 14, thank you very much. But still.
That was 2 years ago, right? Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my god. It's the acne. Panic gets a limited silver treatment for this month's celebration of Fueled by Ramen's 25th anniversary.
Next up, Nathaniel Ratel, Red Rocks 2020, an amazing performance of songs covering a range of music from his celebrated career, including several jewels from his solo albums and Still Out There Running, a haunting track from Tearing at the Seams. Also, the wonderful Kevin Morby joins Ratel and the band for an amazing version of Leonard Cohen's There Is a War. This is a double LP pressed to translucent black ice vinyl. Really cool cover. Color.
Next up, we've got some that haven't arrived just yet. Hopefully they will be shortly. We got the Space Jam original soundtrack, the original Space Jam soundtrack.
Nice, cool.
Very important.
So I hear.
Which this soundtrack is almost as iconic as the movie itself. Includes tracks from Seal, Coolio, Method Man, Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper, Spin Doctors, and more. So many great songs on it.
Cool. Just looking for the CD for the new one, which we also have in stock. Need to Breathe, Into the Mystery. The South Carolina rock band recorded their surprise 8th studio album over the period of 21 days. Features appearances from Carrie Underwood, John Foreman from Switchfoot, and Natalie Hemby from the Highwomen on shiny CD only for now. But vinyl on the way, I'm sure.
Yes. In October. I should have written the date down. I'm sorry. I'm a failure. Next up is Chloe and Halle, Ungodly Hour.
No, you're not, Emily. We love you. You're great.
Thanks. It's nice to hear sometimes. I hear it all the time. The second studio album by the R&B duo, packaged in a pretty foil embossed jacket. It entered the Billboard charts at number 15 and was featured on many end-of-the-year best lists, and also was Grammy nominated. So glad to finally have it on vinyl.
Nice. Next up, Bjork and the Hamarali Choir, Cosmogony. Cosmogony originally appeared on Bjork's 2011 Biophilia album, and you'll find that version on side A. Side B contains an alternate a cappella rendition, which was conceived more recently during Bjork's so hard to pronounce all this Bjorky stuff. Bork. Cornucopia tour with the with the Hamarali Choir. This originally was an RSD release, but bumped to tomorrow, hopefully.
Bork.
I love Bjork. She's one of my favorite all-time artists. I'm excited for this to come out. And look at this amazing art right here. Amazing.
Wow. It's beautiful. Next up is Sunvolt, Electro Melodian. I think I'm saying that right.
You are, I think, too.
Sure. Pop Matter says, it's a lot of what you've always loved about the band. They give you melodies that are perfect for dark, cramped clubs. At the same time, Farr provides thought-provoking lyrics. This album isn't a scathing indictment of American society. Rather, it poses questions that are well worth considering. Indie exclusive tan vinyl rolling in early next week with poster.
Next up, the Ice Road original soundtrack, reimagined classic country songs inspired by and included in the 2021 action movie from artists like Jason Isbell, Gary Laveau, Carly Pierce, and the LA Rats, which features Nikki Sixx, Rob Zombie, John Five, and Tommy Clufetos.
Next up is Juju. Dear God, I hate myself. The California experimental indie group's 7th studio album, getting a special re-release to celebrate the 30th anniversary of influential indie label Kill Rock Stars. This is the indie exclusive remastered pressed to cloudy clear vinyl with new liner notes and a bonus 7-inch featuring 2 unreleased tracks.
Next up, L7, Hungry for Stink. The 1994 grunge and riot girl adjacent masterpiece features fan favorites like Fuel My Fire, Andres, Shirley, and Questioning My Sanity. Such a great album. This is a limited reissue, only 700 copies pressed to red and yellow Sunspot Swirl vinyl. I want one.
Baby,
I want
feel
one.
my fire. Is that the song?
Yeah, no.
Next up is DC Dark Knight's Death Metal Comics. Directly inspired by the series' storyline, the diverse soundtrack illuminates the darkest corners of each of the DC character psyches. Each issue includes a limited edition flexi disc. Number 1 is Rise Against Broken Dreams on red. Number 2, Gray Days, Anything on black. And number 3, Denzel Curry, Bad Luck on yellow.
Cool. And that goes with that soundtrack that we just got into,
Yep.
indie exclusive color. Next up, Chicago. Speaking of soundtracks, original soundtrack. Go ahead, sing a few bars.
Come on,
There
babe,
you
why
go.
don't we paint the town?
Sometimes it's hard to stop her.
And all that jazz.
The decorated Grammy-winning album featuring all the tunes that were in the film and a couple that weren't, plus the original Danny Elfman score, also very consistent. Packaged in a gatefold jacket that brings the razzle-dazzle, double LP pressed to Chicago Fire Red Vinyl, limited cool.
I'm gonna rouge my knees. Okay, I'm done. Brian Ferry, wait. Why are you not doing
No,
this
I should do that one. You do. These are both my. Okay, go ahead and do that one. I love both of these bands. Emily always steals the good bands. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Jeez, this is
I'm
the
gonna tell
special.
Mom.
My mom or your mom?
My mom.
She'll
My
be like,
mom's-
okay,
my
why
mom's
are you
tough.
whining?
My mom's 92 years old.
You're like, I have bigger problems to worry about.
Hi, Mom. I love you. Thank you for inspiring all
Mom.
of this. You too, Dad, for bringing the jazz, all that jazz.
All that jazz. This compilation from the Ska Legends includes the all-time classics Ghost Town, A Message to Rudy, and Gangsters.
A message to you, Rudy. See, she doesn't even know the material. Just kidding.
Limited
Just
edition
kidding.
on black and white splatter. And there are
all
2
that
demos.
jazz. Next up, Brian Ferry, Boys and Girls, another one of my favorite albums, the 6th solo outing from the English singer-songwriter and Roxy Music frontman, originally released in 1985. When you weren't born yet.
No, it was -7.
It would be a critical and a commercial smash featuring Don't Stop to Dance, the title track, and Slave to Love, and many more. Includes contributions from the likes of David Gilmour and Nile Rodgers, whoever those guys are, remastered from the original tapes at Abbey Road, from the original quarter-inch tapes. There it is, Brian Ferry, looking stylish as always.
Nile Rodgers, Mr. Rogers.
Hey now.
I mean, technically, he is a Mr. Rogers. Next up.
Like Mr. Rogers. Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait, but
Wait,
you're taking
wait.
the one
Oh,
I need to
no.
read too far away.
Okay,
Okay,
here we go.
Aha!
Look at all this soul.
Look at all this soul. Get down with the Philly sound. 3 new best of compilations from Philadelphia International Records, the OJs, Teddy Pendergrass, and Lou Rawls. Talk about groovy, people.
Ruby people.
Groovy people.
All right. Wait. No,
Oh,
no.
It's you. Sorry.
Henry
I got excited.
Franklin. The Skipper at Home, originally released in 1974. This was the jazz bassist's second album as leader, newly remastered with liner notes. This is the first non-Japanese vinyl reissue ever. Indie exclusive on orange with black swirl and limited to just 750 copies. Nice.
And last, but certainly not least, we have Miss Miley Cyrus, Plastic Hearts. This is her 7th studio album, and it's finally available on vinyl for the very first time. And this time she's diving into the worlds of synth pop and glam rock. Features some little-known guests such as Joan Jett, Stevie Nicks, Billy Idol, Dua Lipa,
dang.
whoever they
More
are.
people,
And includes live covers of Blondie's Heart of Glass, and
which is great.
so good. And the Cranberries' Zombies.
Awesome. So that's what we've got for you here today, plus a huge restock behind that counter, which we will show you at the end of this video. Be sure to check it out. Plus we bought a ton of great kids books today. We were just loaded. Wipes brow. Anything else to say? I think we're all good. We hope to see you guys this weekend. If you want to reserve any of this stuff, just call 757-962-1996 or message us. Remember, some of this is coming in tomorrow in the afternoon. So we'll be calling you tonight probably for the Billie Eilish stuff to let you know it'll be coming in tomorrow. But check with us first to make sure that it's come in before you drive out.
Yes.
Although we can give you your scarf whenever you want. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.